I did not know AC Paving. I'd never heard of them before. I literally found them off of an internet search. In that search, I also looked at Angie's List and they had positive feedback there. I looked at the Better Business Bureau and they had positive feedback there. And then in meeting with Asia Cooper, he really put my mind at ease. He's a class act. He knows what he's doing. And it's as silly as it sounds, it makes a difference to me that he pulls up in a shiny truck and his equipment is spotless, because I come from a contracting background and I know if you take pride in what you do, it shows. The roads that were in place were paved about 15 years ago or more in some cases. And over the years they had become cracked, there was issues, uneven pavement. As time had gone on, we had done patchwork. The patches were sufficing, but the roads were ugly. We wanted to bring the neighborhood up just in the overall aesthetics and obviously the safety of our roads. So that included some actual repair of the subgrade. They came in and cut out sections that were spider cracked and put in patches, and then they put in a new coat of pavement over top of it to make it look nice. And comparatively to the first contractor who did phase 1 of our project, it's much cleaner lines. I feel it's a higher quality work all the way around. I've had quite a bit of feedback about the crew being very polite. They also ended up doing a fair amount of work for some of our neighbors in the neighborhood as far as their own driveways and things of that nature. People have been very pleased with the work overall. So all of the feedback I've gotten was nothing but very positive. The site was clean, there was no litter whatsoever. Even, if the workers happened to be eating lunch on their trucks or anything like that, they were all very careful. I definitely kept an eye out for that sort of thing, and we had no complaints whatsoever from the community. In all of my dealings with Asia, I've had nothing but a good feeling about the honesty and ethics of his company. I've met several of his sons during the time that he's worked in the neighborhood. It's a family-operated business, and they're all really good people. I would highly recommend AC Paving to any residential community who is looking to do any sort of large paving projects. They've been very easy to work with, and as a volunteer organization, that's important. It was obviously a leap of faith when I first started working with them. As a volunteer organization, I'm kind of putting my neck on the line for all the community's money to spend a large chunk of money on a big project. So I was very pleased that everything worked out. I did my homework, but it turns out there's just a great company to work with, so I would certainly recommend them.